This week on Jon Thelen's Destination Fish, we start on a midsummer trolling bite over the basin in deep water, revealing speed control tactics to catch more walleyes. Jon Thelen's Destination Fish is brought to you by Bandit Lures and Alumacraft Boats. There's one. Oh yeah. Good way to get a day started. We just jumped out on the lake this afternoon thinking, let's see if we can troll up some walleyes, do a little bit of basin trolling. And I'll tell you what, this is one of my favorite ways to fish. Because you got a shot every time you drop lines in the water at a big fish. You cover ground when these fish are scattered like they are right now in this July into August time frame. Very few people are into trolling mode yet. We're at the front end of the trolling season, and you know, ultimately, there's a few things you can do to make sure that you're successful when you get started a little bit early like this. Okay, I'm 14 feet on the leader right now. We'll bring them up. This ain't, oh yeah, nice walleye. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
There you go.
Look at that one. What a pretty
Good
fish, huh?
Oh, look at the color of that one.
Yeah.
Gold?
It is a pretty fish. Gold bandit strikes, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
oh, look at that. Is he unhooked?
Nope.
No, he's still hooked. Okay, let me see here.
Say, what'd you catch it on? Gold?
Gold bandit. You know, I don't know that there is a better color in the world when you're in the scenario we're in today, where the wind slows down. Look at that big fat fish. You know, you wonder why July can be tough. That's not a super long fish, but look at how stout that fish is. That's amazing.
They're eating.
They're eating. They got plenty to eat.
Oh, good deal.
Look at that.
Good deal. Nice fish, John.
Great way to get started.
Fish.
Today we are trolling the basin in 30 to 33 feet of water at 2.3 to 2.5 miles per hour, cruising at speeds of 15 to 20 miles per hour to find schools of fish, then turning and trolling bandit walleye lures, both deep and shallow, on lead core is doing the trick. It's a sunny, warm midsummer day with west winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Hot colors are metallics. Gold, chrome, and purple sunspot are all on fire. There's one on. Look at that.
Look at
We said it earlier. I mean, what a perfect day for trolling. I mean, it's just beautiful. You know, one of the things that I always say about these Alumacrafts that's great is the tracking ability and how well they track. But one of the things I'm doing that's helping us with that is I'm running the Minn Kota up on the bow. I've got it in autopilot. It's in the Legacy autopilot, just facing straight forward. And what it's doing is any crosswind that tries to catch the bow, it holds me on course. And then I'm using the kicker in the back for all the propulsion. And man, if you can do that and then combine it with this Alumacraft hull and how well it tracks, you can pick a line and you can stay on it really, really easily.
Hey, where's my net man?
I'm coming. I figured we were in the neighborhood. Oh, you got better fish than you thought, don't you? It's a good one. Right there, single hook. Nice fish.
There you go.
Good job there.
Bud.
I'm gonna bring him in here for you. Why don't you go ahead and flip that bail open? That way we can get some slack on him.
You're holding him.
Beautiful fish. Here's your fish, bud. Got him?
Yep.
That's a great walleye. Anywhere you go, man. That's fun stuff.
Oh, can't get better than that, buddy.
You really can't. It's just fun stuff, this basin trolling. Great fish.
Shoot them down, bud.
Another good one. You probably look in the back of the boat and you feel like I got a little bit of a mess back here. But every time we change a color, I'll tell you something. Leave your crankbait, lay on the deck for a little bit. The bottom line is, you know, I mean, I'm always talking about Flambeau Z-Rust trays. These trays will do everything in their power for 5 years to make sure you don't get rust. But if you start throwing wet crankbaits in there, there's really nothing you can do about it. So ultimately, just leave your cranks lay on the deck for a few minutes. And what it'll do is it'll just dry them out and then they can hit the tray. Jon Thelen's Destination Fish is brought to you by these fine sponsors. There we go. Yeah, it feels like big fish.
Get a good one?
Yeah, he's not giant.
Well,
But you know what? We just seem to be on a school of what I would call good quality walleyes.
Yeah.
One thing I want to tell you that triggered this strike though is I'm using my Trollmaster Pro Angler. And this thing's brand new. So if you've got a Pro 3, you can upgrade to this Pro Angler, and the gut system that you've already installed in your boat can stay, and you can just download to the new remote. A couple things I'll tell you about the new remote, because I'm a huge believer in speed. I think it's the most important thing there is. A couple things about it though. The new remote runs on AA batteries, so you're gonna get longer battery life. And then there's also a strike mode built in. So what that allows you to do is you can set in 4 different programs different speed adjustments that will happen automatically as you're fishing.
Yep.
So ultimately you can do all that, or you can do what I just did. You can just hit the max throttle and give the boat a burst.
Yep.
And that's what I did that got that bite.
Yep.
Here we go, Gary. I think we got a decent fish here.
I see him back there.
Yeah, good fish. He's got one hook in the outer side of his mouth though. You can get one chance at him. Here we go.
There you go.
That's one thing about these bandits. I'll tell you what, you take a bandit walleye shallow or a walleye deep, one thing for sure is you are talking about a lot of sticky hooks.
Yeah.
Very seldom do you lose a fish on a bandit.
No, it's sharp hook. God, look at the fat.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
beautiful.
We're getting today.
Beautiful fish. That's an awesome fish. This fish isn't even 20 inches, but the weight behind a fish like this is just crazy when they're eating this good, and you can see it on the graph.
Yep.
You can tell they're eating like kings. Speed though, that triggered that bite.
Yep.
I mean, as soon as I hit that max throttle button, and what you see me do.
That's a neat option they just come up with now.
It really is. It's as simple as this. Push the button, you jump speed, it accelerates those lures,
boom.
And that fish just said, hey, wait a minute, it's getting away, and he jumped up and grabbed it. Awesome. All right, here we go. There he is, look at that.
Ooh.
Made a little change, and this is one of those things where trolling, I guess the neat thing about trolling is you can do anything you want. Gary made a comment, and he said, you know what, let's get off this line, let's just swing out and go that way a little bit. And sometimes just getting off of the exact line you've been working can find you some fresh fish that haven't been bothered.
Yep. What'd you switch to?
This is that purple sunspot.
Yeah.
I've always really liked them open water trolling, and I'll tell you why. So often these fish are eating tulipies.
Yep.
And that's the color hue that is given off those purples and blues by a tulipy.
Yep.
45.
Get this
35.
grab the net up here.
Slow this down just a little bit. Here we go. This is that moment where it's okay to go with them. If they want to go down a little bit,
Yep.
just go ahead and go down with them. Yeah, nice fish.
There we go.
Best fish of the day.
Yeah.
Up.
Get her.
Yeah, let's just get that loose for you. Yeah, good fish. Look at that.
Oh, look at it.
Oh, ooh, that was close.
Those hooks are sticky.
Yeah, they are. Get him out of here. Let me get that pliers.
Pliers, bud.
Get him unhooked. Great way to wrap up a day.
Nice one.
Look at that. Open water trolling. Just fun stuff, man. I'll tell you what.
Nice. Beauties.
Yeah.
Just fat.
Get out and do this though. Take a few of the things we talked about today and put them to use, and I'll tell you what. This isn't rocket science. This is something that anybody can go do. Lead core is a pretty simple deal, and use those electronics. You know, watch that hummingbird. I'm seeing all these fish, and we're finding them before we start fishing them. And you know what? Just line it up, and again, put some of that to use, and you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna have days just like that one right there. Jon Thelen's Destination Fish has been brought to you by these great sponsors.